And we are live.
Hey, we back.
What's up? What's up? What's up? We
Hey,
here.
everybody.
We back to being apart.
If we could go live from Vegas every Thursday, it would be amazing.
Yeah, but only we just gotta fly out there on Thursday and come back on
Come
Thursday.
right back.
Yeah.
Doable. Sounds doable. Sounds like a plan.
Don't have to fly Spirit though.
That's all I fly. That's all I fly.
Oh my gosh. Oh
I
my
look really forward to flying some other airline this year other than Spirit. I cannot wait.
I mean, you can catch Delta on the cheap side.
I'm learning that, and so I am about to take advantage of it for real, because
Yeah, you just gotta
I'm
catch
sick of it. I'm sick of the yellow bus
it. The yellow bus.
and being in the exit row. I'm sick of it.
Oh my gosh. Do you pick it? Do you pick the exit row?
I have to pick the exit row because I want the knee room, the leg room.
Oh, so you gotta make yourself be responsible because you want the leg room.
Period.
Wow, you're brave.
Yes,
You're brave. You're that
yes.
person that has to answer that question.
I just have to say yes.
I can't say yes to that. I can't.
It's so simple. Just say yes.
But if I gotta do it, then what?
You got to do it.
Well, what no.
Read your manual.
If we crashing to the ground, I'm not gonna be concerned with opening the door for everybody else. I'm gonna be crying too.
Well, there are seven other people? Because it's like 6. Yeah.
What if everybody's like, I
5 other
can't do it?
people.
I can't do it. Somebody.
It's 5 other people that, fingers crossed. If you just wanted that extra leg room.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. I just wanted the extra leg room.
Extra leg room.
No.
Oh man.
Cannot do it.
Yeah.
Cannot
Do you feel fully recouped? Like we spent nearly a week in Vegas. Like, do you feel like it takes nearly the same time to kind of bounce back?
So this is what I had to realize. I tried to, because I had to work on Monday, I tried to make myself feel like, oh, I'm so exhausted and I'm so this, but I wasn't. And I was more mad because I wasn't. Because then I had to be like, oh, I can wake up on time and I don't feel overwhelmed. And
I can't go back to work.
like vacations work actually. Damn it. Like,
God dang, I'm really recharging. Ready to get back to it.
Damn it. Get back to this mess. Oh my gosh. But I did have to like recoup from the time difference and the fact that our flight didn't get home till like 1:30 in the morning. And I didn't go to bed till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So I did have to recoup from that. And then Friday I thought I was gonna sleep, but I ended up going to drop my film off. I ended up having to go grocery shopping because wasn't nothing to eat.
No food in the house.
I had to go pick up my daddy from the airport. So Friday I didn't get to recoup, and then Saturday I tried not to leave the house. And Sunday was Mother's Day, so I definitely wasn't recouping on Sunday. So
no, that wasn't happening.
Yeah, I had to more so recoup from the trip back and
and
the day after.
Yeah, you kind of like take that Friday, Saturday, and then it's like, oh, well, back at it.
It's over now. It's over now.
Back at it. Man, oh man. Yeah, it's taking me a time to kind of get my bearings. I'm like, okay, I unpacked, I put things back where they belonged, put new things in different places. I haven't gotten back into the swing of my routines and the way I wake up and the way I go to bed. It's all still a little out of whack, but that's me just like taking liberties that
I get it.
I was
I'm
being
the same
strict
way.
on myself about, and now I'm like, okay, now I think it's time. Like, stop playing.
Yeah, I let loose, man. So it's all over. That's all over the place. That is all over the
I
place.
have to kind of bring that back on in. Like, I remember.
Yeah, I'm all jacked up. I started drinking beer again. I'm all jacked up. I couldn't drink no more liquor, man. I couldn't do it no more.
Bruh, like, I
Drink
need
no more
no
liquor.
more. Nobody needs to give me a shot of nothing.
I couldn't drink no
Nobody
more
needs to give
liquor.
me a shot of nothing, because I tell you right now, I'm surprised I didn't smell like tequila on May 5th, because it's all I was drinking.
I really didn't drink that much. Like, I drank that morning, and after we went to the $3, the 3 for $10 place, I didn't drink no more. I had no desire to drink anymore. I'm like, yeah, because we couldn't get the free drinks at the slots. When you go to the bar next to the slots, the drinks is $15. What the hell is the point, man? I'm not about to spend $15 when I could sit and get a free drink.
It's a total hoax.
We kind of took but it's not that they lie. It's that it was just they understaffed. They understaffed, because when I told my mom and I told Don, they was like, really? Because when we was in Reno, because they had went to Reno before us, and they was like, we had no problems. We had no problems. And I was
like, bro, I'm spending good money here. Bring me my the drink.
Demond said he was staying by the dang on door and catch him at the door and say, I'm sitting over at that machine over there. I wish he would have told me that,
man,
while we was there.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's a good thought process.
Yeah,
but Vegas, thank you so much. Can't wait to come back. Can't wait to go back, like, for real, because there's still so much more.
I'm setting my sights on other places now. It's time.
I like that. Yeah,
to go back to Florida.
I'm with that.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
I literally was looking for flights because I was like, I want to go on my birthday, but then COVID and everything like that is happening. Oh, we're being raided. Look at that.
Hey,
hi, Raiders. Hey, Stacey.
What up, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
Come on in.
What is that emote? What's that?
That's like a pic, and it says raid. What up, though?
What is it? AX human well, I can't see what it is. You got it.
Human hex.
Oh, it's a raid emote. That's really cool. What's up, Aaron? How are you doing?
Y'all. Oh, Action Man.
Action Man. Because we all like, what the?
Hashion Man X.
Oh man, thank you for the raid, Stacey.
Yes.
No, that's cool. What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? How are y'all doing this evening?
Oh yeah, we didn't introduce ourselves.
We sure didn't.
It's 2 steps in the cycle, y'all.
Snack Pack 5. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you very much. Wow. Well, this is just lovely. A little raid. Well, since everyone has joined in the room, my name is Chevy the Superstar, and
I'm Toya,
and this is 2 Snaps and a Circle. She does the circle part because I can't, and the snap because I just didn't snap. I don't know. I think I gave up on it.
Babe. But no, this is our movie review show where we talk about movie news and TV related subjects, and we review amazing films. And we've started to get into like themes. You know, we started to do themes, and this theme we decided to do weddings this month.
Yes,
we started
weddings and marriage. Action Man, thank you so much for the follow as well. And I'm with Soup. What's up?
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm with Soup.
So yeah, this month we are doing like so. We never actually discussed like how deep we were going into the wedding movie theme, because
We
like
didn't.
it could be like it could just be like a person marrying into a bad family type movie, right?
Oh, all of that. Like I feel like that genre. I mean, that's the thing we learning about a lot of movie genres is that they're very broad, and so you can get into like subcategories. So you can get into like the actual wedding, or like the idea that two people are getting engaged, and it, that build up. And so I think anything that deals with like a wedding, getting married, I mean, shit. I think that's why we kind of like fell into this, is that whole idea of going to Vegas and getting married, and kind of like even something like Hangover.
Yes,
I mean,
true.
starts off with about getting married and a bachelor party, and that's wedding. That's wedding stuff to me for
Yeah,
sure.
that is. I'm with Soup. Thank you for the follow as well.
Thanks for the follows,
Oh,
y'all.
and speaking of married and getting married, conveniently, Camille, my best friend, was proposed to on Sunday. She
Oh,
is getting
congratulations,
married.
Camille. Oh, sweet. Your
Yeah,
small
so
wedding.
that's exciting. So I
Cali
mean, it's
wedding.
it's
It
fitting for the
It
yeah,
sure
Toya is glowing,
is.
isn't she?
Oh, thank you. I have my window open in the sun. The sun sets on the east. So
Get out of here.
the sun is
Yeah,
setting.
you just had to mess it up, didn't you?
I'm just saying, it ain't the ring light, baby. It ain't the ring light.
I knew it wasn't though. I just was like, I'm just gonna let her be fresh in her
Thank
sunshine.
you. Yes. But the sun sets on the east side. So it is what it is.
Oh my gosh! All right, so you ready to get into this juicy movie news?
Yes,
Because
yeah, no, I
movie news
am.
was movie news was slow last week. It was
It
pretty
was.
freaking
It
slow,
was.
man.
It was.
It was kind of pitiful how slow it was. But yeah, I have a decent amount of news to give to everyone today, so that's a good thing. All right, so y'all ready? We getting ready for the movie news. That's beautiful. That was
That was
beautiful.
great.
You did really good.
It was nice to like come in with you, like,
Yes. Bringing it in.
you
Bringing
know.
it in.
Yes, Stacey. I'm still feel like I'm in Vegas, so I got my arms out and I still got vacation hair,
'Cause
and
I was like, girl, it's not summer here.
it's up, but I don't give a damn.
But I
I'm
said,
still
let her
stuck.
live her best life. I just didn't say nothing.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck in Vegas. I'm stuck in vacation mode.
Oh my
I
God.
wake up like, where's the pool?
Oops. It's still cold outside. The heat is
It's
still
a
on.
little chilly.
The heat is still on. Like, all right. So the Venom trailer, Venom 2
So good.
trailer dropped on Monday, I believe it was.
I'm excited.
And it looks okay to me. I mean, I don't
I don't
know.
know why I'm so excited. I just think I like Tom Hardy, but I
Well, I do
haven't even
too.
seen the first one.
Oh,
But I know. You know what? I've tried to watch it twice and I fell asleep on it twice.
yeah. Well, I don't know why you're so excited for the. Okay,
I don't know why either, but
let me stop. Okay, it look all right. I like that Detroit Letterman jacket he had on, Detroit Lions Letterman jacket. Now that was the best part of the trailer to me, but that goes to show you how much the trailer resonated with me. Not very much. So I mentioned the film called The Green Knight on last week, and we didn't know what the hell it was. Well, now we do, because the trailer dropped. And it looks like it's going to be some type of new Lord of the Rings. Actually, it reminded me of an adult version of Neverending Story. Actually, kind of,
oh,
but without the kid reading the book. Like if we just picked up in the world of Neverending Story following the character. It looks interesting, but it also looks like it might be super boring. So I mean, we'll see. It comes out on July 30th, only in theaters though. This has been making a lot of news this week. Several people have been added to the cast of Knives Out, including Batista,
yes.
Ed Norton, Janelle Monáe, and Catherine Han. I think that's how you say her last name. She was Agatha in the
That's the
WandaVision.
only. That's like literally the one person I didn't know they got added.
Yeah,
All of these other people I've heard.
Conan O'Brien will be ending the late night show he does on June 24th.
Really?
Yes,
I'm
but
glad to see that go.
Yeah, but he's going to do a variety show on HBO Max. So,
oh, okay,
good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
What movie you saw, Stacy? What you saw? Because I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. Look at you, girl.
Right. You talking about the Venom movie or the
Goblin?
or the Goblin?
No, that's not what I said. The Green Knight. That's what it's called. I'm talking about the Green Goblin. That's pretty much in the same realm. Oh, you saw Knives Out? How did you like it? It's a great movie. I really enjoyed it. A nice clue.
I need to see it.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, girl, you didn't see that. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Guardians of the Galaxy. Why we like to put S's on stuff that don't?
I don't know. Myers.
Myers. Kroger's. Well, it is an S on Kroger's, isn't it? Or is it Kroger?
No, it's Kroger.
Yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxies, because that's what I'm gonna call it, even though it's not that. That's a Michigan thing. 3, Drax will not be in Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will be Drax's last Guardians of the Galaxy. The character that Batista plays, that will be his last Guardians of the Galaxy. Who gonna be the new host of the Conan O'Brien show? I don't think they're getting a host. I think they're letting the show go. I don't know though, because it didn't.
Because it is his namesake. Like,
yeah, I don't know, because he took David Letterman's place. Is that what happened? Or did he take?
I see what you mean, real. Like, who would take that slot? Like,
I guess
they move somebody in new.
They haven't announced it yet, so I guess we have to wait and see. Or maybe that's a dying breed now. I don't know.
Might be
because of so many streaming services. Most people don't watch because those come on regular TV, right? No,
yeah,
it comes on TBS, right?
I believe so. Man, I have not watched cable in so long.
All right, so we'll figure that out later. Seth Rogen announced he will never work with James Franco again after the sexual misconduct allegations that have been brought upon him for a few years now. It's kind of sad that we'll never get another Pineapple Express or what is that called? The interrogation, or what is it called? The interpreter? No, I don't know.
It is the interviewer. The interview.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Or what is that? This is the end. I mean, well, we probably wouldn't get another.
Yeah, or just like them. Oh man.
Dang. Okay, James Franco, you messed up.
Man. Hey, sometimes you gotta stand. What's more important? What's more important?
Right.
And I'm proud of Seth Rogen for like standing up for that. To be perfectly honest, like it doesn't happen in the industry a lot. A lot of people rather just like make the money, make the movies. Like, let's go do another sausage party. Like.
Sausage Party, crazy movie. There will be a new Dragon Ball Z Super movie coming in 2022 for all the Dragon Ball Z fans out there in the world. It's a lot of y'all. Congratulations.
Do you think it's gonna be like a lot? Is it gonna be like live action, or is it still gonna be animation?
Yeah, it's gonna be cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Regina King will direct a adaptation of the comic Bitterroot, which is about African-American family during the Harlem Renaissance who fight monsters, and they're tasked with fixing their family and saving the world at the same time.
Oh, well, Lovecraft country vibes.
Yes, I said that well because I just read that. I just read that's pretty good. I'm proud of myself. Oh man, the new Purge trailer dropped yesterday. I forgot to watch it, so I don't know.
I didn't watch it. I'm always like reluctant to watch Purge trailers because they freak me out.
Really, the Purge?
Yes, it just it just movies have ways of obviously like emulating life or sometimes making you feel like, is this something that could really happen? And that's one of those things that I just
I mean, just know you're not rich, you're screwed. So
you're screwed.
Ain't no reason to be freaked out. You just know that you're screwed if you're not rich. So what I'm gonna do on the Purge is rob a bank. or jewelry store. I'm going out and robbing stuff. I don't care what nobody thinks about me right now.
I
If it's
don't
the
want nobody
purge and
to
all
kill
crime is
me, but
legal.
I don't want nobody to kill me while I'm out there.
But the thing about it is, what bothered me about the purge and still bothers me about the purge is it's it speaks to your primal urges, because in those films you don't see anyone robbing. You only see people killing each other.
Killing, right.
Everybody's end game is to kill someone else. So I never understood. Like, I wouldn't be messing with nobody. I would figure out my route. I would do what I needed to do. And I would go in there and I would take whatever I wanted to take. And I don't care if it was iPhones. I don't care if it was video game systems. I don't care if it was Nike Jordans. I don't care what it was. I'm not trying to kill nobody. I'm trying to get rich so I don't have to go through this no more.
Right.
I don't get it. Like, I don't get why everybody's just like, I just want to go kill my boss. Go steal some money so you don't have to have a boss. Like,
you're right.
That movie
You're right.
pisses me
You're right.
off.
You're right. Good point. This is a very good point. Jeez. Jeez.
Man, I am not mad at nobody that much that on the day where all crime is legal, the only crime I want to commit is murder.
It's murder.
When theft is a crime. And I could be Robin Hood for just one night.
Just one night. Stealing from the rich and give it to the Pope.
It was me.
Poe is me.
Oh man. Adult Swim will be making 3 popular shows into movies. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, The Venture Bros, and Metapocalypse. They're going to make those shows into movies. That's going to be interesting, because I have know what Metapocalypse is about. I just know it's about a band that be going through some things.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched that show ever.
I never paid attention to it. Like, it's been on my television, but actually actively watching it, I have never done it. There is a Masters of the Universe cartoon coming to Netflix on July 23rd. He-Man in them.
Oh, okay.
Skeletor, He-Man.
Yep, got it.
And I might watch it because it's a very big fandom that I don't know anything about. So I may just watch it.
That's a whole another world.
It really is. It really is. They dropped a teaser trailer to announce that there will be a Enola Holmes 2 today. They dropped that today.
All right.
I'm excited about that. I enjoyed that movie. And plus, the beautiful man who plays Superman is in it.
Henry
Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah. He plays Sherlock.
He is beautiful.
Plays Sherlock Holmes.
That's gonna be a cool little like switch up for him, superhero to like, I don't know what you call Sherlock Holmes, like, but
he did good. He did a good job playing Sherlock.
Okay.
In the first one. How did you feel about those drops of the posters of the Goon Squad for Space Jam, revealing the athletes or actors who will be playing the Goon Squad?
It had me really excited. I was only unfamiliar with one person. It was that I believe the woman. I think it may be some like an African descent type name. That was the only person I was unfamiliar with. Everybody else, I am a huge fan of. I mean, they got Klay Thompson looking like a Middle Eastern man, but other than that, like, I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. It was different. I understand why he has his main dude, Anthony Davis, as one. I thought that was a great look. I think it was cool having Damian Lillard and Diana Taurasi's like one of the biggest, like next to Lisa Leslie, WNBA players. I thought it was interesting that he had put Klay Thompson in there and not Seth Curry, but I've heard a couple things about like why Seth. I mean, we may have talked about like why Seth wasn't involved, and because he's just such a big. He's just. He's such a big entity that I don't think that he can be like wingman to LeBron, if that makes sense. Or the villain. The villain. I think that they like you don't want to cast Seth Curry as a villain, but I am pleased with the people that they chose, and it looks really cool. Yep.
Cool.
I look forward to it.
They released footage or photos from the set of the new Cinderella movie live action. I don't know why they're redoing this again because I like the one with Kate Blanchett and
Yeah, why are they
Dakota
redoing that?
Fanning's little sister Ella Fanning in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. And they got Camilla stupid Cabello in it. No, I'm sorry. I don't like your music a lot. And you're kind of annoying. So no offense to you, but I don't
Sorry,
know
girl.
why they made you Cinderella
Sorry.
when we have a
I
Cinderella
don't get
that's
it.
not even 10 years old. But
I don't.
anyway, they released photos from that film today. It looks weird.
Mm.
Anyway, moving on.
And that's one of my favorite Disney.
Really?
Cinderella. That's my favorite.
Really?
Cinderella is my favorite Disney princess.
Really?
Next to Ariel.
Interesting.
I have just a connection to those movies. I don't know why. It's just like I remember watching Cinderella over and over and over as a kid.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss that on another.
Yeah.
Friends reunion show will premiere on HBO Man. I put HBO Man. HBO Max on May 27th. Oh, now the last two pieces of news that I have are really. Have you seen this? Have you read about
the
this?
pieces of news.
Ellen will be ending her show with the 19th season. Streamers, not streamers, but like
I don't know if it's
smoke,
streamers, right?
fire and smoke. I don't know. There you go. That's good. That's good. Better sound effects. Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, very much so. Especially with all the allegations over the last year or so. Like, oh, and now the show's done. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, now the show's done. I mean, good for whatever. You know, it's alleged, so you know, I can't. Well, no, they confirmed that it was real, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay, so it's not freaking alleged.
Yeah, like
wait, what?
People, some people.
Wait, what? Wait, no, wait, what to you? How don't you know this?
Come on now.
How don't you know that Ellen be yelling at her people and don't let them get time off for bereavement?
A whole situation.
It's been a whole the pandemic-ry. It's how we found this
a whole HR
debacle.
Right.
Debacle. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but
literally, bro.
HR disaster.
HR, PR, all the R's.
All the R's.
Bruh. It was
she came back, but she about to leave.
But she about to leave. Yeah. Talking about that, even may be replaced with Tiffany Haddish. Like, what?
I do not want to see that. Oh. Well, there you have it, people.
Well, today's unpopular opinion. Don't give Tiffany Haddish her own show. We don't want to see her repeat. She ready every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds. Oh my God.
I would like to see.
Damn. It's word vomit. It's word vomit.
Just start coming out. No, Tiffany Haddish is like one of those people that's like hella funny. She hella cool, and then it'll be like,
oh okay, no, not Taraji.
Anyway. Oh, not Taraji.
Oh my God, we're gonna be crying every day.
Oh, and please not Keke Palmer. I don't know.
Okay, maybe
I could actually probably deal with Keke Palmer. Actually,
the gag, and I could deal with Keke Palmer. I could deal with Keke.
I could probably do Keke,
but I couldn't deal with her by herself for too long. She would need like a co-host.
Oh, she needs a co-host. She needs to have many guests. Bring them all on.
And the final piece of news actually just like dropped before we started streaming, and it's kind of big news. So you know how Disney is doing that all access or whatever for Cruella de Vil on the 28th and for Black Widow on July 9th. Well, we all assumed that the same thing would be happening with Shang-Chi. No, baby. The first 45 days it will be exclusively released in theaters. And they have not, I don't know if they put out a date yet when they will release it to Disney Plus, but it is not going directly to streaming.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who is Tabitha? Is that what that say?
Hold on.
Who the hell is Tabitha?
Ah.
Who that?
Oh, that's my business, honey. The country girl, vegan.
Oh.
Tab.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know if I want to.
Always see her.
I can see her one. I'm okay. First of all, I'm gonna sit up here and act like I was watching Ellen every day. I never was watching Ellen every day.
I mean, I did when I was younger, like in the summer.
I could see Tab once a week.
Yeah. I mean, but what do they really be talking about every day anyway? Now that I'm
Nothing.
older, like they don't be talking about nothing.
They be giving out shit. That's the thing. Like, it becomes more about the people on the show, and like that's why the producers start getting the camera. Like, you're a producer. Are you a producer or are you an actor? Pick a life. Or are you in, like, I don't know. I think daytime television is kind of played.
I mean, the way they're doing it is definitely played in a lot of ways. I don't know. I don't know what they could do to make it better or make it different or reinvent the wheel, but I
Yeah.
definitely think now with so many streaming services out there,
Yeah, it's
they
like
need to try to figure out something else to do. I mean, because it's gonna be hard for another person to come in there and replace Ellen and then get the viewership that Wendy Williams or even Kelly Clarkson has right
for
now.
real. To be perfectly honest,
It's gonna be hard. And if you get somebody who is known for like an annoying catchphrase or easily tired of, like you easily
you're gonna
get
have
tired
to
of, you're gonna have to constantly now you're
replace
just
them.
replacing them and replacing them,
And that is not fun. Like, this is not like MTV VJs. Like,
right. And even they stayed for a while.
True. This is true.
Right. So got sidetracked with the Ellen news because I guess to us at this moment that was more staggering than the fact that Shang-Chi will not be on All Access on September 3rd. It will be released in movie theaters for 45 days and then hopefully will be dropping on Disney Plus. But see, my understanding is if it's released after them 45 days, we shouldn't have to pay for it, right?
Right.
But we'll see.
Right. Because you can't go charging me for the rest of the time. Like, you need to pick a struggle. You're going to make it exclusive and you can only go see it in theaters. Okay. And then once that's up, put it on your streaming platform, period. And I pay for that so I can see that.
I'd rather them just have it in movie theaters for like, because what, 45 days is like a month and some change, right?
Yep.
Put it in there for 90 days or however long a movie stays in the movie theater naturally, and then just put it on there for free for people to watch who already pay for those services. I would wait. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Really wanted to see it, they'll find the time. They'll figure it out. They'll really figure it out. Like, especially in these times, especially giving 90 days. Like, okay, I might be able to run up on a day. Like, we talk about daytime activities. This is a great
right. Especially in the panty.
Especially in the middle of panties.
Well, is we in the middle? I don't know.
I don't know what we're in the middle of anymore, actually.
We're just out here.
I don't know what's going on.
It's just out
I'm
here.
hearing about festivals. I'm hearing about
no masks.
Many people I've seen traveling. Now we're hearing about no mask. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, guys, I don't either. And this has been movie news.
Oh man, dog, it gets real. It gets real.
Yes, it does. But you know, whatevs. We're here to talk about The Best Man.
So. We're here to talk about The Best Man. You want me to read the synopsis of this good old film?
Oh yes, because I forgot all about that.
We got The Best Man. It's of course an amazing comedy drama romance. Came out in 1999.
Oh.
So the synopsis, I know, but you're just really You know how old you was? The synopsis of this film is just before his best friend's wedding, the life of a Chicago writer becomes crazy when his best friend guesses that his new book's story is based on his bride's fervent past. Fervent past. I don't know what that word means. I'm about to look it up real quick. Hold on.
All right. While
If-
she's looking that up.
Oh, having or displaying a passionate intensity. A passionate
What?
intensity. That's interesting use of words. Either way, director's Malcolm D. Lee. He also wrote it, starring the amazing Taye Diggs, Nia Long, Morris Chestnut, Terrence Howard,
Regina
Nan
Hall.
Lathan, Monica Calhoun, aka Ebony. She's not Mia, she's Ebony. Regina Hall, and so many more.
Others. I didn't even know this was produced by Spike Lee's.
I was very like it when I seen his production tag come up or title come up. I was like, it immediately made me think like, damn, how much has Spike produced? Like, how much is production company produced?
A lot, because I literally Googled it right after, and I said,
really?
Wow.
Oh,
okay. Producer.
You
gotta produce. Producer.
Oh my
over
God.
here. But yeah, no, I was surprised by that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, with this film being over 20 years old, like sorry. I just
I was see it in the movie theater
but I really right. I really did have to give myself a bit of grace going through this film, especially opening up. Like, the damn opening was like shit. They just was like blinking the names.
It was like, damn, this old, man.
This is old as hell. Who made this?
Oh, like, that's when I was like, oh, Spike Lee produced it. And it was like, all right.
All makes sense. Because it just all started to make sense. But I yeah, like I said, I had to give myself the grace and just be like, go in, because I think with our Black classics, as I like to label them, I think over time people have felt like you can't say anything about The Wood and Brown Sugar and like look at your face, like Love and Basketball, and you can't Boys in the Hood, and you can't talk about those movies. You can't Menace to Society. You can't talk about those movies, but bro, like, if you get down to the nitty gritty of it all, some of them were very trash, poorly written, poorly filmed, like story didn't make sense. It was all over the place, terrible acting, like a lot of money put into names of people and good looking stuff. Like, I remember having a point while watching this being like, is this what like Tyler Perry watched to get inspired to start doing what he started to do? Like, did this make him feel like I could do it? I can do this.
But it kind of reminds me of like, it didn't start reminding me of like a typical romantic comedy until after everything happens and they trying to get him back to the wedding and everything like that. It started to remind me of like normal. And I guess, I mean, maybe that's why it's always been a separate thing between like Black people movies and white people movies, because back then they tried to make it so this is for Black people, right? That it wasn't catered to all people. And you can kind of see that in the story, because that was the first time that I felt like I was actually watching just a romantic comedy. Yes. Or whatever in that moment. Like, oh, this has the makeup of what a romantic comedy that I'm used to has. But like, yeah, it was interesting. And it was also interesting that realistically, if it was normal, everybody wouldn't have been successful. Like, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It just, a lot of that stuff just didn't seem normal. Even like
It
with
didn't seem
Julian
normal.
and Shelby, like, so we was together for 7 years and you break up with me at your best friend's wedding, and then now
He's just done.
and we're okay because now I'm about to get freaky with Terrence Howard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, what you're talking about, the relationships, even some when they were all meeting up and it's like, oh, Harper, and then it's like, yeah, let's, and it's like,
it
you
reminded
would
me
have,
of Love and Hip Hop.
oh, totally,
Like a
like
Love and Hip Hop
you put
setup.
all of these most popular people all in the same room and be like, be friends,
Or let's see what happens,
and
because
we'll see what happens.
it's like an
And
experiment.
yeah, because even when I think about the moment where they first like hang out with Lance, and so like Harper's there and he's reuniting with his college friends, and I didn't like the whole teetering of, we're like this and I will hurt you, and I'm sorry, I would have you be a part of something so important to me. And then on the flip side, it's like, but I haven't seen you, it seems like in years. Like, do
Right.
we even talk?
Right.
Like the whole premise of him hiding his book from his friends, as
That
if
he
they
wrote about
that
because
he
he would have
wrote
needed to
about,
get permission from them to
as if they
even.
wouldn't. That's my thing. Like, if you're okay, if your circle of friends, the people who are the closest to you, the people that love you the most, if you have something great going on in your life, they're going to typically be a part of it, know something about it. If there's a big deal and you're like, this is what's happening in my life, they would be there, right? It was always so, it never settled in with me, like, this doesn't make sense.
But also, like, legality, like, you can't, if they would have read that book before or after it was published and felt like those characters were representative of them,
They could.
and he didn't get permission to use their
Yep.
likeness, like he said, like Morris Chestnut said it in the movie,
He
like, people
did.
don't think I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for making it this person, because people don't think I'm this or that or this
They
or
would have
that.
thought that was me. If you made it, just if you made it a football player, they would have assumed like, oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
1, 2.
That was dumb. But also it was dumb in that same breath when he told everybody else everything was an exaggeration, but when he said, was I that bad? He said yeah to him, which in turn would make him say, oh, this must be real what I'm reading, because he told me that I was as bad as this character that he wrote, when he should have lied to him and said, nah, man, you weren't that bad. I over exaggerated.
Yeah.
It's not real.
You gotta know. And that, as a writer, I would have thought that he would have been able to, really lock down in on that and say, okay, I know I might not be able to get it past everybody. I may not be able to get it past Jordan, may not be able to get it past what was his name? Terrence Howard's name? Quentin. But at least there were certain characters that obviously somebody like Murch, you could just tell him anything, he's gonna believe whatever. And of course, like, Mia Ebony knows the real, so you need to keep it from Lance completely. And it was just interesting, the choices that he made throughout that film to keep this all a secret.
But see, that's my issue as well. So we're introduced to Harper as he's walking into his apartment. We introduced to Sanaa Lathan, who plays Robin, who is his girlfriend. Obviously they've been together for a hot second. We don't know how long.
Yeah, but enough time to know, like, they've been,
they in a relationship.
Yeah,
they in a real live relationship.
Mhm.
This is not, this just didn't start. So you see this character who seems like he's very I guess controlled, controlled chaos or whatever. Like, he likes things the way he likes them, but he's also very, like, he's meticulous, but he's also very, like,
all over the place.
Antsy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see this character, you see this girl, you see them in the bathtub, you see her doing so much for him in a way, like he's not doing anything to reciprocate whatever she thinks is going on, but yet she's still in it, and he doesn't seem like he is, but you don't know why. You know what I'm saying?
He does that a lot throughout the film. Like seemingly with all his interactions, like he seems just a bit like
But it's like, why? I never understood it. The whole movie, I kept just asking myself, like, is he a bad guy, or is everybody just making him out to be a bad guy because he normal? Like, he's the least he's like the Ross of the group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the normal person in the group. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is this outrageous, larger than life character, even his girlfriend, but he's the most normal. And it's like everybody is telling him, you messed up, man, you this man, you that man. And the whole damn time in the movie, I'm saying, but what did he really actually do other than that one thing, and then write a book about it? Like,
yeah, and it seems like he was trying, the time that he spent this whole time is like righting his wrongs. Like maybe the way his relationships has always been because of this mistake that he made. I feel like he always knew what he did.
Yeah.
He always knew what he did. And so like, even when they were like, dog, be a dog, get the girl, like have some fun, fuck Jordan, like cheat on your girl, ain't gonna hurt nobody. I think he felt like, I can't do that because I've already made one of the worst mistakes I've ever could make in my life. Why would I fuck up more?
And you know what? Now that you say that, though, when like him proposing to Sanaa Lathan at the end, I kind of was like, well, why? What made him do it now? And maybe it's because of the relief of knowing that elephant or that weight from what he did a long time ago was off his shoulders, and he didn't have to feel like a bad person. I mean, because he didn't seem like he was a bad guy. Like every cut scene they went back to, he seemed like he was a good dude. He was a good friend. Like he was a good student.
Correct. Just always making the right decision. And he got lured, like, because we are only human. And
even with Nia Long character with Jordan, like, they probably hung out and was around each other all that time after that, and they never did anything after that. Like, that to me is a testament of the type of dude he was. I think and that's probably why he wrote that book, and that's probably why they was mad at him, because they felt like that was get back, because maybe he didn't live his life in school, and maybe he didn't get to experience everything he wanted to experience, and maybe he had regrets, and they harbored this anger towards him because of the book that he wrote about them. But other than that, what did he do?
What did he really do? What did he really do? Other than obviously like the act itself and holding back that information. But just like you said, for him to go write the book, it was some type of release.
Yeah, for him.
And I think he made a lot of, like, good people sometimes make bad decisions, and it can reflect on who you think they are as a person. And you're right. There were many times where I was like, is Harper, like the the meme now, it's like the so-called villain, the real villain.
Right. And I think Mia is the villain. If you really
Mia is the real villain.
Because why is why is everybody looking at him and saying, but nobody even said nothing to her other than
the only person said was Jordan. And she even tippy-toed around it that Jordan even couldn't be like, you're a hoe,
or whatever. Like, but girl, like,
you're wrong.
But why did you do it? Because my thing was, when he read the book, when the book was read by Morris Chestnut, we got Harper's version of I wrote a question about it, but anyway, I'll find it. But that was his version of what he thought, or why he thought she had sex with him. That is not her reason. That's the reason that he came up with. I gotta find my question.
Now you gotta find your question,
because it's it makes me wonder, like, why, what were the agendas from both parties, and why did they do what they did? Did she seduce him because of the reasons that he said in his book? Did they both love each other and they actually, like, because that was another thing I said about Harper, like, was his intentions to be with Mia? Like, did he think he was gonna go here? Because that's the one that got away, not
Jordan.
Not Jordan.
Because even the way Jordan figures it out is she notices that Harper is speaking in Mia in this way, like, that's like, I really love that girl. You know, like, wow, like I've never seen you speak or show reaction towards her in that way. This is interesting. Oh my God. It all just clicked, you know. And even that, the whole, like, I still wonder to this day, like, I don't know, I'm jumping a little bit, but like, did Quentin find out from reading the book, or did Quentin already know what happened?
I think him and Julian knew from college, and they've been holding on to that. I think they've been new, and I don't know how Julian ass held on to it, but they knew. They've been new, because he don't seem like the guy who could have held on to that and lived with it for all them years. Not by itself. He had to take somebody else down with him if he was gonna do it, because, and who's to say Mia didn't tell him? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Only reason why she didn't tell Jordan is because Jordan probably is messy.
Yeah. And Jordan at the time obviously had, like, okay, and then you have the running joke of the forehead kiss, that this is how Harper gets his girls. You know, this is how he get in them draws, is that he gives them the forehead kiss and bam, he got them. This is like Harper's move that all his homies know about. If that's what we know of then now I'm starting to think, Jordan, girl, you thought a little too highly of yourself, maybe. And this whole, she's the person that got away, which goes back to what you were talking about. The real question is, did Harper really want to be with Mia? Was it a mistake, or did Harper feel like Mia was the one that got away?
Yeah, because even when Mia spoke of him,
yes,
it's like, I don't get it, and I don't get how everybody is blaming this on. But this is
him.
You know, I was talking to Jarrell about this the other day. How, you know, there's a Me Too movement and things of that nature, and it's, you know, it's about women and being taken advantage of by men. But I also believe that women don't realize how much power that we have. And I was just speaking of in general, like, if you talking to somebody and they hit you up late and they like, or they hit you up early in the day and they like, I'm gonna come see you tonight, and you be like, okay, and then it comes to that night and they text you, you have options. You know what I'm saying?
So many options.
You don't have to let them come in your house. You can ignore it. You can go to sleep. You can act like you sleep. You know what I'm saying? You can let them in, and you can still not give them what they came there for.
They can sit on your bed,
and you still don't. You can have your pants drawers off, and you still don't have to give them what they came for.
Don't have to. And it's crazy that you're saying this, because I just had this same discussion with a friend of mine as well, where we spoke about sometimes the convincing that we do. Just like you said, we don't realize how much power we have. And so with all of that power, obviously play on like a little play, but like comes with great responsibility. And sometimes instead of taking that responsibility, we just react in a way, we make our decisions off of like, but what do they want?
And not only that, like, what do I need to do, like, today, or what can I, you know what I'm saying? I need sex, or I need sex today, but I don't know what this guy wants from me. But I feel like because it's two different versions of society that we live in. It's the YOLO, and then it's the conservative. You know what I'm saying? It's the, you know, you only live once, girl. If you want to do it, girl, go on, do it. But that is not for everyone's mental state.
It is
you know what I'm saying? Because every guy that you have to really understand what you want when you do that. And a lot of the times people don't. You know, obviously Mia did, because she never looked back.
she never
looked back. But my issue with that movie is this is one of the reasons why women don't realize that they have more power, because they put everything on the man and say, hey man, it's all your fault because you took advantage of her. Well, Mia did not feel that way. She did not feel like she was taking advantage of them. And I'm not saying men don't take advantage of women, because they do. They do. That's why if you don't want to have sex with a man and he texting you and you got to open the door for his ass, you better ignore that phone call, because that's when you get taken advantage of. When you letting somebody in your house to do something with you that you already know you don't want to do.
And there are not a lot of women out there that I believe that can say that they don't know. It's that voice. It's that thing in you that's like, maybe not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, I don't care what, if it sounds like your mom's voice. I don't care if it sounds like something your homegirl said 2 weeks ago. I don't care if it's like some advice that you got off of IG. Like, for real.
No, but and I mean, I'm not trying to say anything about anybody that has been in a situation that was out of their control, but I just think society makes us feel as if we are powerless, so we become powerless.
Yep. And you just drop it all. Like, you're like,
you say, okay, whatever.
I have no control over this situation, so whatever happens, I just have to almost allow it to happen to me. And that's what we're talking about. Like, and you're so right. Like, we are not confusing this with anything of someone being assaulted and forced and anything of that nature. But understanding that throughout a lot of those times, if you just really slow down, you'll realize that you had power right here at this moment. And you could have took control and you could have made a decision and you didn't. And that's how a lot of different other steps and decisions and things happen after, and you result in a lot of feeling like, damn, like, how did I get here?
Right. Or you in a situation where Mia knew, I think, Pepper.
Come on, Pep.
I feel like Mia knew that she, well, we don't know. Okay. We don't know.
We just have this so-called recant from the time, like this scene that's a because really, technically, that is Lance's brain.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying earlier.
That scenario of her sitting down and like her, you know, like that's, we don't know if that's
we don't know if it was revenge. We don't know if it was just she came over there to talk to him and then they ended up just something ended up happening, and when they got up, you know, we don't know. But from what she said about the experience, she didn't regret it. She didn't feel bad about it.
Nope. She
didn't have any regrets. And actually, she seemed to really, in a very weird way, enjoyed it a lot.
Like, within enjoying it, also somehow had this newfound like love and respect for Harper to be like, thank you for giving me that gift.
Yeah, because that's how she made it seem like this is what I needed.
But freed me.
But he did free her, because where she made this a problem is she gave, if she was a virgin, she gave it to him.
Would that be for real true though? Like,
because I had to logically think about like, why is Lance mad? What is the reasons for Lance being mad? Like,
she's a good girl. He pursued her, but he was still always doing his thing. Knowing her as the good girl vibes, she might be dating Lance, going out to lunch with him, letting him come over, take her out on dates, maybe even kiss her, maybe, you know, play with her titties a little bit. Who knows? But she was not giving up that punani. And she felt like in order to make that step with Lance, see, now my mind is like,
but maybe it was revenge. Maybe it really was revenge, because nobody knows if she gave the V up to him. But we know when they did the flashback, Taye Diggs' character told Lance that she is a virgin. So he heard. Then when we at the poker game, Lance is basically saying, I'm her
first,
one
last,
and only.
Yeah.
My dick curved to her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what
Yeah.
they say. They say that's how niggas know if you cheating. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so
I'll speak on that later.
but so that was even that moment in that scene where Pepper, stop it.
Come on.
So in that scene, okay, because here we go right here. Where the poker game. So it talked about independent women. The conversation talked about independence leading to lesbianism and creating false senses of gender roles.
All that misogyny was it was cringy. It was hard. It was hard to get through.
It was just like, damn, man. But also, that's when we find out that Lance is cheating on Mia, like, because, or been cheating. It ain't just been cheating on her, like in college, been cheating on her this whole time.
On her. Like pursued her while still fucking other bitches.
Yeah, so you saying in your head, well, damn, if Mia did have sex with Harper, how he gonna be mad? So luckily, they talking about why he want to get married in the first place. He makes this dumbass comment about marriage is a cure to promiscuity. Which is dumb as hell. And then I said, my notes are stupid because I said, oh, Mia and Harper definitely had sex after that. That's my note. That's my next note.
No, I do love that part of the film that makes you question, like, hold on, did they really have sex or not? It was many times where I was like, hold on. I know that Harper's lying for the sake of, like, hey, bro, it was just a book. But I did have a couple moments where I was like, hold on, did they or did they not have sex?
But even after he hung him over the roof, I still was like, maybe they didn't. Like,
yes, I'm like, maybe they didn't have sex. It was not
confirmed until he literally asked him at the church, and he said, "Yeah, man." And I said, "Oh, okay," because I really was teetering with that one. Like,
me too. I'm like, am I going crazy?
I did not know, because he was doing a good job of making people think that he didn't, even though all the signs pointed to yes.
All the signs pointed.
It is still a book, and you would think that somebody would be stupid to put that in a book. But it also made sense now why Mia chose not to read it. She knew what the book was about.
She knew.
Yeah, because it was interesting that they were the only two.
Unfinished business. Again, going back to the whole thing, like, the real question is.
I didn't realize that was the title of the book.
Yes, I could not take my mind off of that. I think this was one of the first times I truly, like, saw the title and took it in, like, unfinished business? Unfinished business? What's unfinished?
Oh my gosh. Well, some business was unfinished.
It was very unfinished.
That's funny. But that scene where Terrence Howard basically started to say, well, because what he was saying was legitimate. Basically, well, okay, so you didn't have sex with all these girls on Mia. So what if Mia cheated on you? Because this is after he basically said that I'm the one and only dude who ever had sex with her. How do you know?
The infamous how men can't take what they dish out.
Yeah, and it was just crazy to me that he literally was about to beat him down just for saying that there was a possibility that she could have had sex with someone else.
I'm like, can we talk about how bad Lance's anger issues are?
But not only that, his relationship with God and forgiveness, and how he continued to be able to mentally be able to be the person that he was.
Yeah.
And how he constantly fell back on religion to make it
carry him
through and provide him with some solace in himself of the type of person that he actually was. Because between him and Mia, they were probably the worst characters, because they are the ones who, I mean, they were self-righteous people.
Oh yeah.
Mia had sex with Harper, knowing the type of man that he was. Not saying that he ain't to blame in his own doings, but you knew the type of dude he was. You
knew, yeah, because he didn't even have to do the forehead kiss on her, like exactly. According to that.
Yeah, exactly. But not only that, you fucked his best friend.
You
knew what he was doing. You knew what you were doing.
You knew exactly.
And turn around, you knew that man been cheating on you all these years, and he been cheating on you all these years, and saying how he wants you and all of this, but he has never stopped cheating on you. And his dumb ass thinks that marriage is a cure to promiscuity.
Bruh, like
they were the worst.
They were the absolute worst. And again, it goes back to that statement I was making when we talk about like black classic film and the you know, black cinema and the things that kind of shaped certain things, and you hit it right. I was like, hold on, what is this weird shit that's going on, from the music to the way like Sanaa Lathan, the whole popping in the head type shit. I'm just like, this movie took a weird 180.
It's a bad depiction of like women who are independent. I feel like Jordan's character.
I
feel like she reminded me of old girl's character in Boomerang. Not Halle
Robin
Berry.
Givens,
yes,
character, yeah,
yes, but you understood.
Like, I'm career driven, and I'm about my career and being the best.
But you also understood why she treated him the way she treated him, because he was a dog. So it made sense that she did that, because she probably don't do that to everybody, but she made point to do that to him because of how he treated women. What I didn't understand about Jordan is why I don't understand why everybody looked at Harper the way they did. You know he ain't that type of dude, but you're going to proposition him from sex when he already said he had a girlfriend, just because y'all don't know if he clear, but you are who you hang out with. His best friend was Lance.
And I was so very confused by that too, like how she figured all of that out.
And still wanted to have sex with him.
Wanted to have sex with him. I'm like, dude, you are desperate.
Yeah,
sweetheart, you are completely desperate. And these are obviously things that I did not see as a teenager when I first saw, you know, like a preteen when I first saw this movie, or later on, even as a drinking adult. Like I've seen this movie so many times, but it's today now where I'm like,
this movie is not great. I mean,
it is not.
It's not great from a like standpoint of how it paints men and women to be.
No. And then if you want to talk about like getting down to like the specifics of it in sense of like black men and black women, is something that now that's a huge storyline in relationships, and a lot of women are asking themselves, like, you know, it was so many stereotypes of, you know, the story tropes, but a little bit of stereotypical parts that went along with everybody's role. And the independent woman who chooses her career over love, which I just always like,
also gotta be the hoe.
Well,
no, I'm not gonna say hoe, because you know you can't say that, because just because a woman
wants to be sexually liberal
with whomever she pleases, no matter the cost for the other person, doesn't mean she's a hoe, but she's a homewrecker.
But what I will say is, but for real though, like, because you gave no fucks about his girlfriend. Mm-mm. You kept questioning him about like, why you didn't bring your bitch, why she wasn't here, why she not here. I know you want this. Like, really, like that scene where she goes up to Harper and is like, meet me tonight. Come home tonight. Be like, you know that he's going off with the guys. It is such a huge probability that he won't come home, like, or come back to your place again.
But also, if he do, he gonna be drunk, so you gonna be able to coerce him, because you know he ain't about to just do it. Because he done already made that clear.
Dude, take away all the other shit and you just have Harper who he is as a person. And I think that scene, I think it would have been very hard for him to have sex with her. Just like you said, I think he would have got back. I think he would have talked all the shit on the phone to her and been like, what am I talking about? Like, I'm just doing what my friends think that I should be doing. And he'd get there and he'd think about Robin and he'd be like, no, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't think he ever wanted to have sex with Jordan. I don't think he ever. I think he thought about things like, we could have been, what happened to us. I wonder why I never hit. But when, just like you said, when your best friend is Lance, who's had all the women in the whole wide world,
people
and it's
looking at you like you gotta be like him too. You gotta be like him too. I mean, because how can you?
When he came in the restaurant, like, I'm like, do they have a weird thing going on? Like, does Harper have a weird obsession with Lance?
I mean, I'm sure he lived vicariously through him because he was the straight and narrow guy. He was the, you know what I'm saying? And you know, come to find out that Lance graduated summa cum laude, but Ryan like
still like baffles me a little bit.
But yeah, me too. But that goes to show you, as us Black people, we can't just be normal, like a normal romantic comedy where the jock is just that. He gotta be summa cum laude. And I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Well, y'all just threw that in because y'all didn't want to make him come off as the dumb jock. But guess what? He's been giving me dumb jock since the moment
since he got on his knees and started praying about getting his girlfriend back after he done continuously cheated on her. Dummy. And to use religion to your own benefit to make you feel better is really just sick. It's sick. He was sick.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I made my little underhanded joke comment. Like, Tyler Perry was like, but I'm going to put religion first. Because I was like, really? This how we going to use God?
Because how you going to be that religious, but you okay with cheating? And then you gonna make him read the Bible scripture about committing adultery. He didn't commit adultery. Y'all wasn't married.
You wasn't married. Y'all weren't married. Like,
and from my understanding, from a man's standpoint, you ain't married until you marry. You're not in a relationship until you're married.
And that's what he was literally telling him. He like, all that shit I was saying about being faithful, that was for me because I'm married and I found the one. You aren't married. That's literally what he was saying to him. Like, you aren't married. You don't owe Robin shit. Go fuck Jordan, please. Just because so you can come back and tell us how it was.
Right. I'm about to fuck your life up because you know what I'm saying? Because Mia keep me, but Robin may not keep you.
Robin may not keep you. And then that's what started to sometimes like I thought that maybe we'd have more of a conversation about like friendship, because then these were so many of the instances where I'm like, are y'all really friends? Like, I get it. It's a different time. It's 99. They don't have a Facebook. They're not keeping up with one another. Like, but for the fact that you're my best man, like, I'm not calling some person that used to be my ride or die homie 7 years ago to be my maid of honor because of the relationship that we had back then. Like, all them niggas, he in the league, you ain't made no new friends that you would probably feel more comfortable with having right there. Like, I just don't, that's in part of the story sometimes that I was frustrated where I'm like, this don't make sense.
But it also the dynamics of their friendships and all of their friendships. Even like the way I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Terrence Howard's character and Harper interacted with each other because like, Terrence Howard was the most realistic post-graduation graduate of college. Because this couldn't be no more than maybe 3 or 4 years later.
Yeah, because it sounds like Lance is signing a new contract. So maybe he's been in the league before, but he's like got some big money. So maybe he's like 2-3 years in the league. So he's maybe like 26, 27. They graduated 24.
He's the only one that seems like a realistic post-grad kid. Like,
yeah, even Mertz was like, of course, like has a job, has a degree to do something else, and decided to like get a job at the local
But he ain't even doing like
That's
normal
cool.
shit though. Like, well, him, yeah. But like, cause he hasn't passed the bar yet. So obviously,
Right.
he hasn't passed the bar yet. So they not that old, okay?
Yeah. And they did make a comment about Terrence Howard still being in school. He's like, you're still
Yeah,
in
because he's
school.
still not graduated. So
we're talking about people in their mid-20s that really just are getting a grasp of life and being asked to say, have it together, figure this all out. Shit that happened 5 years ago doesn't matter anymore. Like,
right.
Here we are.
But not only that, so I had an issue with this too. So you remember they was at the rehearsal dinner. Right. Mia said whatever she said about Taye Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have on his jacket at the rehearsal dinner, right? Taye Diggs. He didn't have on his jacket. He only had on a blue shirt. They went in the bathroom. He locked him in the bathroom. He was about to tell him that he had sex with Mia.
He was,
but you know,
by Uncle Skeeter.
So they went to the bachelor party, right? They got on their coats, they got on their jackets. He trying to get the book. The writing here just boggled my mind because he had his jacket off at the dinner. He had his jacket off. Everybody walked in the house with their jackets. Everybody took their jackets off, but Taye Diggs.
Yeah.
Instead of him taking, because they spent the night there. That's what the plan was. Everybody had their own room, not just Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
So you went in there, you took the book, you put it in your jacket pocket that shouldn't have even been on, and held it on you for the remainder of the evening until you got so drunk that you took your jacket off. Why was the jacket still on in the first place?
Why was the jacket still on in the first place? And you're right. This is when writing comes in. This is when somebody effed up somewhere with continuity, and they were like, this is the only way that we can make it make sense. How else? And also, again, why does, I guess this is a summa cum laude in Lance, is that like, in the middle of my drunken,
but you notice he wasn't getting drunk like that because he had no intentions on getting drunk like that because he already had inklings that Taye Diggs did have sex with Mia, so he was getting him drunk because he was trying to go read that book in the first place. That was his whole intention.
That was always his plan.
That was his intention.
Always read that book.
But how it happened didn't make any sense because logically he would have just went and put that in his luggage and took his jacket off. He wouldn't have carried that around him.
No, he wouldn't have carried that around. I would have took it back to my room. Shit, I would have burnt it. I would have put it in a trash can.
But how? It doesn't matter. It's coming out anyway. So
it's coming out anyway, which goes.
That's another thing, though.
That was the one thing that Jordan said that I was like, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you, girl, because like she was right. You trying to put this on me? Miss Exclusive.
Oh yeah,
because had a book first. Yeah. Because once he got that ass whooped, he had to place the blame somewhere because he knew how he royally fucked up. Like he messed up huge.
Where he messed up was putting that in that book. That's where he messed up.
That's where you messed up. And just like Lance said, I can read between the lines because also again the first time, you know, being able to, I guess, like in a way, understand two things at one time. Hearing what Harper is saying and it is not matching what Lance is thinking or seeing in his head or what we're seeing on the film, you know, like he wasn't describing having passionate sex. He was describing someone being like, hey, let's do this. And you being like, no, let's not. And then you just cuddle.
Yeah. But switching it up and making it seem like,
it was.
But she was reaching too, because girl, first of all, it's not about real people. So first of all, you was reaching in the first place, technically, because you're the one that accepted everybody's mind to make them believe that this was about us.
Mm-hmm.
When you could have just let that shit lay where it was at and say, no, it's just a book.
It was just a book.
But you did that. That's what you did. That's why you said, did y'all Let me send you the copy of this book because this nigga got me fucked up. Gonna write about me like this in this book. So you sent the copy to everybody and let them read
and decided to share it.
You see how he met? Because when you read Quentin, when you read your part, you're gonna hit that nigga in the face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? And as much as I want to come to the conclusion that, you know, being like, oh, he's the bad guy, or Harper messed up, and we all know where Harper made his mistake, writing about it.
Yeah, but you got the instigating friend. That's why she's still single, because she messy,
and that's why she's still single. It's not because she cares about her job more. It's not because she's stuck up. It's not because she's educated. It's because even when you think about the scene when she comes in and she meets Robin, she meets Sanaa Lathan's character, and she's ready to tell Mia, like, he don't want to marry you. It's over, girl. Things shit done hit the fan.
And then had an attitude when Robin
was like, no, let's not do that. Like, let's divert her attention away from that as much as possible and just lie to, like, look, we're all lying at this point. Let's just keep lying.
This is funny. Because I was gonna say something about how Terrence Howard plays the same character and everything.
Oh my God. All I saw was Lucius. The whole time, bro. I'm like, look at Lucius.
He has played every role that he has ever played the same way. The only thing in Hustle Flow is he was more country. That is absolutely it. Even in Iron Man, he played that character the same way he played
Iron Man. That's why that is so funny. It is so funny. Like, when they were like, when I found out that, I mean, I think I watched this movie enough to be like, I think that he's actually playing the guitar. But when I found out that he actually does that, and then there's this funny joke that goes around that Jamie Foxx, I think when he used to have his radio show, Foxhole, he said that Terrence Howard like did that exact thing at a party. Like, was in the middle of the party, like, just playing the guitar, playing it behind his head, playing it on his shoulder, like, getting the hose, having a grand old time. Terrence Howard plays himself in real life.
I don't like Terrence Howard.
I'm not a huge... I have a love-hate thing with him, where it's like...
After watching that movie, I think he should have did more comedy.
I would... Yeah, like, you know, maybe what you kind of saw in Players Club, what? I'm trying to think of some more comedy I've seen him in.
He was in Players Club?
He was one. He was what's the name's goon?
Oh.
It was Chicago. He was with not Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy. Him and Charlie Murphy were like the ones that went out and
in that movie.
Oh Lord.
It's not one.
It's been that long since you seen Players Club. That's a star-studded cast, low key.
Maybe seen it once.
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah. Maybe.
You said the other day, you was like, please don't take my black card. No, you said,
I said I'm black. I'm black.
I swear I'm black. Chevy said, now this is the one with the Mackett. I was like, no, that's the wood. She was like, but it's the same people. I was like, you got it. Tay Diggs stars in both. You was like, oh, this is the one with the hustle scene at the end. I was like, yes. Yes, Chevy. This is the one.
Ooh, it got real bad. Got real bad.
It happens, bro.
Somebody clip this for me. Clip this.
Bro, it is very, like, because I do this with Applebee's and Chili's. I mix them up a lot. And I think, like, that's how black cinema can be sometimes. Like, you can easily think Boys in the Hood is Menace to Society. Sometimes, like, hold on. What? Oh yeah. Like, like, oh, Brown Sugar. And then, like, hold on, but didn't they date? Oh, okay, they was...
Right. What's that other one with Queen Latifah and
what?
Common?
The
Cheaper to Keeper, cheaper by the dozen. I don't know.
It's cheaper to keep.
Cheap about a dozen. I don't
Cheaper
know.
about a dozen.
Love don't cost a thing. I don't know. It's is it? Oh, that's actually a movie. That's actually a thing. Oh, okay.
Oh my God! Now I gotta look it up.
I'm about to find it.
No, I gotta look.
The game. The
Just right.
Oh. Well,
it was.
We got there. We got there.
Oh man, but for real though, like that genre, those like that span of like 2003 to like 2010, which is when that film came out. I felt like all the Black movies kind of were the same. Like it was very easy. Again, Applebee's, Chili's, like it's the same, bro. It's like you giving me the same vibes. Like you don't realize till you watching, you're like, oh, this is that movie. Got it.
That's funny. So, question here.
Yes.
Do you think Lance's feelings were valid? Do you think Mia and Harper were actually wrong?
Dang. Oh, that's such a good question. I am a fan of believing that if someone has emotions and feelings towards something, that they have some validity to some degree, because like if I'm feeling it, like especially if it's just like natural, like if I'm feeling it, then I can't help that I feel this way, you know, and there's a reason. And even if it's centered or backed by shit that don't make sense, like, well, that's why I feel that way. And this is why, you know, and I'll say yes, because Lance was very upfront and real about why he felt the way that he felt.
Was he?
Well, I guess what I'll say is what he felt like he always knew. He was like, I knew that there's a possibility that she had done that, and I had already figured out how I would react.
But see, even in that answer that he gave, he made it seem like the man who had sex with her was such a terrible guy.
Person, was a horrible person.
But what about the girls that have sex with you? Or do they not know? Because what if he didn't know? Even if it wasn't Harper.
It's not double-sided. It's a
double standard.
They're all wrong.
It doesn't make sense. I didn't really like how it was like a double down, low down. And I'm just like, but why they got to be all that? What if she had sex with somebody at another college and didn't know?
You know what? I do have to take that back, because even as he was getting married to her, he was still holding on to that. Like he was still holding on to all of that, because they made it feel like as if like when they sat down and prayed, he let it go and he was done. And the only person and see, that's why I said what I said, because like I thought that the only person that he really needed to forgive was, like you said, the person that did the dude with Mia. Like it sounded like he would always forgive Mia. Like I'll never bring it up to her. I'll never say anything to her. But even when he was getting married to her, he was still. And I guess that's the human.
That's the ego. No, yeah. That's the ego, because the human aspect would say, you know what, I done cheated on this woman more hands and feet and penis than I can count.
Yeah.
How can
I say I had enough sex for 10 men, like 10 lifetimes or something like that.
It's like, how can you can feel however you want to feel, but you don't have the right. Like, I'm not trying to take your right for her to away from you because you just never thought she was capable of it. But that's what you get for thinking she was never capable of it. Because if you're capable of it, why can't she be capable of it? Because she's a woman, because she's your queen, because she's an angel, because you think she's a virgin. But obviously y'all never even had that damn conversation.
Yeah, y'all couldn't have. Because if you did, you would understand that she was capable of something like this.
Exactly. But obviously they don't talk about it, because if they talked about it, they probably still wouldn't be together. That's a don't ask, don't tell policy they got.
Ooh.
And I mean, that's why after watching this movie and knowing that there's a part 2 to this, I can't watch that unless they not together no more. Because if they still together, that's not real to me. Because I know that man cheated on her again.
Come right for. Well, have you ever seen The Best Man Holiday?
No.
Do you know what happens?
What happens? No, because I know somebody die.
Spoiler alert, Mia dies. She has cancer, she dies.
But they were still married, right?
Yes. And I was like, damn, is this revenge?
Oh my God. No, I don't think it. I think it would be more realistic that they would be divorced, and this movie, Best Man 2, would be about them getting divorced because he never stopped cheating.
I've only seen the holiday one once, and I don't know if that was what they were hiding. Yeah, I think everybody felt like, are they going to break up? Are they going to break up? And come to find out, it's not that they were going to break up. It's Mia has cancer and she's dying.
Well, that sounds terrible, and I'll probably never watch it now.
Yeah, I don't think you should.
Because this movie is trash. I mean, it's not trash, but it's not the best. It doesn't depict.
It's not a good film. It's not
it doesn't depict people well. It doesn't depict. I'm not even gonna say black people. Just people in general.
People. They really went all about it wrong in the sense of like this whole romantic comedy vibe. Like they really went wrong in a lot of different areas, and whereas somebody like Will Packard got it right with like Think Like a Man, where it's like it felt like a romantic comedy he took the formula and he did it from the beginning to the end. He didn't try to like dabble it in at the end. Just like you said, I think in the 90s they needed the audience to come out. We need black people to come out. So we're not going to be able to bring black people out if people aren't speaking our language, look good, be the best looking black people, somebody that I can relate to. And then you can just do the other like silly little stuff that they started to do at the end where it's like, I'm very confused.
Yeah, because now it's like Sanaa Lathan brought the romantic comedy with
her
on the plane.
She just brought the romantic comedy with her little carry-on and her little floral carry-on.
And what the hell did she have on for the wedding? What the hell?
Now I see why he was calling her.
Yeah, because she.
What are you going to wear?
Don't wear that. She wore her NDRE circa not prime worthy, but NDRE music video worthy. Outfit prime. I said prime wedding worthy. Girl, that was not no dress you wear to no daggone wedding. You wore a 2-piece. Girl, get out of here. I don't even know what to say about you. You dumb butt. Because she was a dumb butt. Man. I wouldn't have married that goddamn man. Out of the clear blue sky. He couldn't even tell me he loved me 2 days ago. Get the hell on.
And then when you get there, he tells you all of this and tells you, oh yeah, and I was gonna sleep with Jordan. Like, just like she said, I got a plane to catch, so bye.
But then she comes in, she helps him, she
saves the
day, puts everything back together and puts everything back in place. You know what? I will say this. There was always one thing that I always enjoyed about that movie, and it was Julian. At the time, I didn't know who Regina Hall was.
Yes.
When I was a kid, but his storyline was my favorite of all because he was a gentle soul. He was a nice guy. He was a good person. He just got with a real bad girl, and she was very manipulative, and he was a sweet guy. And it seemed like, I could say this 2 ways. At the end, when they broke up at the wedding, it's either they were in a loveless relationship where he was just he was just being controlled anyway, and they were already on the verge of being not together anymore. So it was nothing to cut ties because she was just using him, obviously.
Right.
Or, he just let that go when he met somebody who he felt treated him with respect and hurt him. And so it was easy for him to just say,
make that decision.
Yeah. Without any feelings of remorse or because he was in so much turmoil while he was with her that maybe the release or relief.
It had to have felt like relief because like, I'm free. I'm free.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I like to be in a relationship, I want to be in a relationship, and I'd rather, be dating seriously. What I'm for sure about to do is I'd rather date this stripper over here
Well, she is in
than
college.
be with you. Yeah.
College
I'm sorry.
girl.
A college girl stripping to pay for her college tuition.
Because they made sure that the pimp said that, because that mattered.
Yeah, that matters, because we have to know that Regina,
The
Candy,
young Black woman is not just stripping.
She
we
not
have to
just
let her know.
for fun.
We have to let everyone know that the Black young girl who's stripping is stripping to pay for her college tuition and nothing else. Because that's what we have to do.
That's
when we write films.
Oh, man. So, with that said, do you see yourself watching The Best Man ever again?
I mean, not like probably not actively watching it. I've seen what I needed to see.
Yep.
I mean, no, I don't see a reason to. That's not like one of the films that I'd be like, oh, every time this come on, I gotta watch. No, I'd rather watch like Diary of a Mad Black Woman over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really care for that movie. And it's not because it wasn't funny. It's not because it wasn't entertaining. It was because of the ideals that the movie tried to portray. And I can't sit here and watch a man that knowingly cheated on his girlfriend, fiance, future wife all that time, gets mad because she has sex with the guy. And the reason why he's so mad, it has nothing to do with the act of sex. It has everything to do with the fact that,
my nigga.
Yeah, and because he potentially took her V card that I thought I took, because that's why I wanted her in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it really boils down to some real trash perspective, like some real misogynistic. Like, where did you come up with this? Where did y'all come up with this? Nobody ever thought that this was okay. Why are y'all portraying this in a film? And like, we're just supposed to overlook it because Lance is fine, because Morris Chestnut is a good looking man. Even though I have to say, like, when you think about Morris Chestnut looking good as fuck, I feel like that movie, he don't look better in any other movie. Like, real talk.
Yeah, that's his finest.
That
was his finest.
Jesus. Finest. I'm talking about from beginning to end, even when they cut off all of the facial hair. Like,
oh my God.
Whole thing.
He grew into his face when he did that, because I'm telling you, in Boys in the Hood, he was not that cute.
He wasn't. The lighting wasn't right, so he looked like crispy. Obviously, they were in LA, so they were probably, they were on that sunny weather, so they were probably filming a lot. So you probably got crispy just being out there. Not saying I don't like him crispy, but that time didn't take his melanin in well. You know what I'm saying? He just looked really dark, and it wasn't pleasing to the eye on film. But he looked amazing in that film.
He looked good.
He
looked really good. He looked amazing.
Like,
and Taye Diggs is not cute. I don't care what nobody got to say. He got a nice body. That's it.
He has a nice body. Even his smile was kind of corny and geeky.
Yeah, no, he's not cute.
I was like,
and Terrence Howard ain't cute either. He just got pretty eyes.
He had pretty eyes. I was really trying to tap into that. Like, what did 12-year-old Toya like? What was she?
I didn't never think Taye Diggs was cute. I wasn't 12.
I was more like 13, 14. Yeah.
I never thought he was cute, though.
I don't think I ever was attracted to nobody's Terrence Howard. Lord have mercy, never.
No.
You know what? I was one time. I can't get over his BBT.
Girl, what?
Well, I don't know if I can say it now. When he was the love interest on Living Single for Maxine.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
A long time ago. And that's when I thought he was like, I was like, oh, he cute. And that was,
girl, you didn't know who he was then.
I ain't had no idea. Also, did you notice a few familiar faces in the scene, like when all the football players came? It was a couple guys. I was like, oh, he's a huge actor, like that light skinned guy. His name is Brian. Ooh, I can't remember her name, but yeah, it was a couple familiar faces in the back. That's one of my favorite things to do, like look at extras and be like, oh, they're actually a big actor now.
No, I missed them all.
Yeah.
Would you have accepted the proposal?
Ooh. This is why I hope that my future husband decides not to propose. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. I
don't want to be a public.
I don't want to have a public proposal because I don't want to be judged by the way that I'm reacting.
But you gonna say yes, right?
If it's the right person, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But the circumstances is different. These circumstances is different.
Oh, they're very different. Okay.
These is your circumstances.
Okay, I'm sorry. Not from mine.
From this circumstance.
Robin's circumstance. I wanted to marry this man. I mentioned marriage and he froze up before all of this. Then he proposes to me after all of this shit.
At his best friend wedding. Because my whole thing was, so now you're trying to make him feel cool that you're not going to try to step in on Mia or something. I love asking you questions.
Oh my God. I'm saying yes in front of everybody and no later.
Okay.
Yes, right now. And then later on, it's going to be very like, I thought about it a little bit more and nope.
That's funny. That's funny. That's really funny.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh. No public proposals. Don't propose anything. Don't propose anything publicly. Nobody. Don't ask her if she come into movie night in front of everybody. It's a proposal. Don't do it.
No, actually, I do have like a little bit of anxiety when I'm asked the question in front of everybody, and everybody's like, I'm like, let me check my Palm Pilot. Sure.
Oh man,
I don't know about it.
I probably would have did the same thing though, just because of the room, just because of that
atmosphere,
being in that room. Like, because he had too many people that cared about him in that room.
That's his room. Like, and I'm not gonna hurt too many people's feelings. Like,
I mean, but I would have been more like, get up, let's go talk out there, and then I'll let you know, because I don't understand why you're doing this. And I'm not gonna say yes if you're not doing this for the right reasons. You're not just about to spring this on me because I don't think this is genuine. And I also think that it's disrespectful that you're doing it their wedding reception. So I need to understand. Like,
people need to know that is not the move. You don't do that. You don't propose at anyone's wedding, and you definitely don't propose at your best friend's wedding.
No, you do not.
You don't. You don't.
You done already stole the shine all weekend.
You know where movies get it wrong? Letting shit like that happen at the weddings, and also the whole like idea of people can wait for you outside of the gate to pick you up from the airport. I don't know if it used to be like that before TSA or something. Like, I don't know if people could pick you up like that, or so, was that like a made up thing, or
no? So before TSA, you could go all the way, because I remember we flew to Tennessee for the summer, and when we came back, our parents were waiting at the gate for us, because before 9/11, you could do that all the way.
You could do that, yeah. You can get all up in the airport like that.
Yeah, you could just go to the airport and have dinner before 9/11, but
Mhm.
after 9/11, so you
It's a
got
wrap.
movies that make that realistic, like She's Not That Into You. He was a TSA agent, but he had
Right.
to buy a ticket. Well,
To
no, they
even
cheated, but he
Oh,
bought
right,
a
yeah.
ticket to get through. They just wouldn't let him through security to
Mhm.
get to her gate. But literally, you have to buy a ticket or you
Yeah.
have to get a pass from somebody who works at the
Mhm. That
airport
makes
because
sense.
my friend worked, she was a flight attendant, and I went and had breakfast with her one day, and she gave me a security pass so I could get through,
Nice,
but I
nice.
still had to go through security.
Right. Man, that movie, I was like, man, they need to stop lying. You can't do this.
But that's pre 9/11, right?
Yeah, that's pre 9/11
Yeah,
because
so
yes,
yeah,
99. Yep, so about
yeah,
4
they
years
would have
out.
been able to do that then. Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, man, the whole proposing at somebody else's wedding is not cool. I don't think it'll ever be cool. I think for a long time, like people thought it was cool to do, and I guess the whole like, oh, I'm inspired by your marriage that I want to marry the person that I'm with, but
Well, I guess if you get permission from the bride and groom, it's okay.
that's different.
But
Yeah.
he didn't do that. You know what
No,
I'm
he didn't
saying?
do
And
that. I mean, that's why I said I probably would have been like, yeah, sure.
also, I'm not accepting no proposal from nobody who ain't got no ring. I don't want your
He
impromptu
sure
proposal.
didn't have no ring. Duh.
I don't want your impromptu proposal. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I don't want that.
Because this can be
Yeah.
impromptu taken away.
And that's why I would say no later.
Be like, it was just the heat of the moment. You know, I didn't even think you were serious. You didn't even have a
Right. You didn't even
ring.
have a ring.
I
That's
mean,
what
you still haven't gotten a ring.
Where's my ring, Harper?
I just been so busy with the book tour. Well,
Yeah,
okay, I'm just so busy
that
with
nigga.
not.
I went. First of
Uh-huh.
all, everybody knows how books, people, the writers go. Like, I gotta wait for my first check. Like, you write a book, you get it published. You still gotta wait until people buy that fucking book for you to get your money.
Yeah,
You
especially if
can
you already
be
spent your advance.
right, yeah, because sometimes you can get it advanced. But man, the best man. Wow.
So one more question, and it's just like
Yes.
a random question that I asked because of the end of the movie. The only part that I can remember is when they was playing Candy and doing the hustle. Like, would you say that's a black thing at weddings or major events, or do you think it's
Yes.
like uh uh everybody has their thing that they do, and it's just our version of that thing at a wedding? Like everybody has their songs that they play, like whether it's Journey or
Yeah, like how I said, Journey.
and
That one Journey song is like the white people swag and surf. Like, yeah, we
wait,
have
what Journey song? Don't
just
Stop
a
Believing.
hunger,
Oh my god.
living in this
You did not just
world.
say
That is
that
the
Don't Stop
the
Believing is
yeah.
the
Don't stop believing. The
swag surf.
yes, the way that white people react to that song when it comes on is the same way that when we hear, yeah, I got that
Oh
swag.
my
All white people
god.
that, oh, that,
Oh
we
my
just come
god.
together. White
Oh my
people,
god.
they be like, that's the
Oh my god.
going
Ooh.
anywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Baby.
Oh, she said it's our Cotton Eye Joe. Lord Jesus.
Oh gosh.
Lord.
Oh gosh.
Help us.
But okay, but yes, I believe that that's for sure a black thing, no doubt about it. It is our thing. We gonna hustle, we gonna dance. We gonna dance to some songs that's 20, 30 years. Like, we gonna find a way to jam. We gonna have a good time because I could tell you whether you wanted to stand up when the pastor said, if anybody object to this, whatever's going on, whether you wished it was a boy or a girl at the gender reveal, like whether somebody mama pissed you off at the baby shower, I tell you this right now. When the receptionist part, the eating, the food part, we always have to make sure that that goes as it should, because there's a lot of reasons why some people are there to celebrate and they're not always there to celebrate for all the good reasons. And one thing as Black folk, I think that we love to have a good time. We love to have a good time. We love to eat and dance. We love that when it comes to our events, like eating and dance. And I mean, and I'm not trying to make us sound so different. Like that's the pinnacle of all celebratory events. You eat, you dance, you listen to music, you celebrate with friends and family, like
drink.
You drink. So, but I think like that's where a lot of our joy is rooted in our activities or our events, is that food portion and that like listening to the music and the dancing. So yes, hustling is us. Like, and then I mean, if you want to get more specific, I think it for sure is a Midwest East Coast thing, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. But I just thought it was funny that it was like this whole like
no, that's how.
But that's why I remember that part.
Yeah, and that's how you bring it together. All the Black movies end with some type of hustle scene. If it's like
or a singing scene or
sing, yes, all of them do end with some type of the couple walking off and that ballad, you know, or if it's a family oriented movie, it's going to end off in some celebratory event and everybody's hustling, like Soul Food. This movie, like,
what they do at the end of the wood?
Shit, I think they hustle. Or they're dancing, or they're just like dancing, like, you know, like a West Coast type thing. So they were just like dancing because Omar Epps like narrated the whole thing. And he, at the end of that film, was with Sanaa Lathan, got leaped back up with her.
Yeah, I ain't seen that. Now, I'd have seen that one more than I'd have seen
obviously.
Best Man, but I ain't seen it in a long time because I actually like that movie. I don't have no problem with it. I don't have no problem
my God.
It's enjoyable. It's not. But somebody get married in that, ain't they?
What?
In the wood.
Yeah, somebody's getting married in Taye Diggs is getting married in the wood.
Somebody that messed with somebody back in the day too. In that, didn't they?
No, well, Taye Diggs gets cold feet and goes to his ex's house and gets drunk and tries to relive his glory days, but he doesn't do anything. He just has cold feet throughout the whole film, and it's just like kind of like Hangover. I know, bruh. Like, what are you? Stupid.
That was funny, but true.
Very true.
Oh man. So do you plan on do you frequent this movie? Is this a movie that
I don't. I realized that it had been years since I've seen this movie. But it was crazy how much like lines I remember, moments that I knew were coming up. Like I remember a lot about this film, and I believe it's because I watched it enough and a lot during my teen years, and so I think I've watched it enough and seen it enough, and now seen it now to be like, I don't have to go back. Mm-hmm. And it's just like the conversation that we're having about a lot of this cinema, like our Black classic movies, realizing that it was only great because it was our first time seeing ourselves these way and portrayed in these ways, and it wasn't a slave movie, or it wasn't so hood and gangster. Like you got to see people, professional athletes, and we looked good, and you know, people with money, and like we just looked, you know, and what more? That's what we all just wanted to see in the beginning. But now, here in the time that we're in today, we want to see stories that have so much more than that, because we have learned over time that we are more than just a Black face.
Right. Some of us broke, some of us rich, some of us. And it's okay. Like,
and it's okay.
I think it's okay to show that. I think it's okay to show a normal version of what a world of Black people looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more than just the football star and the book writer and the chef and the
right.
Multi-talented. Yes, those are all characteristics of us, but we also got friends that don't do nothing all day too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I promise you that Terrence Howard was the very like did up version of the one that does not do anything.
Bro, like I was about to say the only thing he didn't do was smoke weed, but no, he was smoking weed. He was rolling up in the chair at the party.
He was
The
just
only
a
thing is
done
that
up
he didn't
version.
smoke weed often. Like,
Yeah. He was just a done up version of that friend from college that did absolutely nothing.
absolutely nothing.
And it's in normalcy, instead of him getting a job at the Post, it would have been a
Right.
job at JCPenney's taking pictures.
Right. And then you find out his dad owns a freaking hotel. Like, you're like,
and he's rebelling against the system.
and he's just
that's
rebelling.
pretty much it. That's what he's doing.
Yep. How convenient. All of these people who don't have to worry about their bills.
Terrence Hilton, and he's just rebelling against the man. Or I mean Quentin Hilton.
Right. Terrence Hilton. Oh man, you got a movie quote you wanna?
No, I don't.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of things in this movie that, like, I was trying to find that moment, and I feel you mentioned it too, where you're like, I had something, but I forgot it. And I think it was something Quentin said, possibly maybe something Julian said.
I only wrote one quote down, and it was the one about marriage is a cure for promiscuity, because I just thought that was the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
It is such a dumbass comment.
It's like, what the hell?
It's such a dumbass ideal. Like,
it don't make sense at all. And whoever thinks that is crazy, because there's somebody still out here thinking that.
It's somebody.
Oh, yeah, Derek Jones. Oh.
Well.
So what we watching next?
Oh, that's a good question. I
normally put like a list together. I did not do that.
So I remember you texted me a couple things, like my best friend. Is it best friend's wedding or my best friend's wedding?
Maybe my best friend's wedding.
Yeah, my best friend's wedding, and I'm interested in watching The Wedding Singer. I don't think I've ever really seen that movie all the way through, for real. Yep, I don't think I've ever seen that for real. So I would like to watch The Wedding Singer. I'll put in my nomination for The Wedding Singer.
Let's see where it's available.
Yes,
because this was not available anywhere.
It wasn't. I want my $4 back.
Let's see.
The things we do. We gotta find a way to write this shit off on text.
Right. No, we're gonna have to rent it if we watch it.
Of course.
It's not available.
Let's see. All the wedding movies, they're gonna make us pay?
Oh yeah. You ever seen let me see. You ever seen In-N-Out?
No. Okay, yeah, I asked you about that and I was like, I never heard of that one.
Yes, it's really good. It's about a guy who is a musical theater teacher, I think, and he is engaged to be married, and a student of his makes a comment about him when accepting accepting an Academy Award, and it makes him question his sexuality. And
that sounds interesting. I'm interested in that.
And Joan Cusack plays the bride-to-be, so that's always fun.
Oh, okay.
And Chris Klein plays the main guy.
Oh, nice. I like Chris Klein.
And it's on HBO Max, Hulu, Amazon. So we can.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
All right, so guys, we're gonna watch In-N-Out next week. It was made in 1997. I saw it late in life, and I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen it since the last time I saw it, so she'll be fun, I guess.
Swag. Hey, I'm excited.
Yes. So, what are we doing now?
I guess it's the end. We hitting the 2-hour mark. I mean,
all right. Well, guys, Toya, tell them.
You can find me on all social media platforms under Latoya Coates and/or Point of View Finder.
She getting her Jordan on.
Right.
Amen.
I'm feeling it. But no, yeah, per usual, always up to no good over on Point of View Finder, posting my interviews and all my good stuff like that. Books we should have read. Misfit Academics, we're coming out with Affliction soon. So make sure you go over and pre-order that. Yeah, that's all.
All right. Well, you guys know that you can find me here at Chevy the Superstar on Twitch, S the Superstar on Instagram and Twitter. I posted some pictures, y'all. So
She posted some pictures, y'all.
go look at them. I have more, but I don't know what to do with them now. So Vegas is over. So I mean, like, I don't know if I should
Post
any
them.
more.
Give them to me. I'll post them. On, I'll make a little reel out of them or something.
Oh, well, bless you. I may just take you up on that offer.
I'll make you a little reel. Dude, we need content around these parts.
Yeah, because I'm terrible at that. Truly. I was gonna post about this today and I forgot.
Me too, dog.
I did post about it, but not on Instagram.
Yeah.
What else? An interview that I did for a magazine or virtual something is coming out soon. So keep an eye out for that interview.
Yeah.
I speak about my photography business, 2 Snaps in a Circle, streaming, and some other stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. Let me just go down this list. Thank you so much, DJ Stacy J, for the raid.
Always.
Thank you so much, Aaron, for stopping by. Thank you, Action Man, for the follow. Thank you, Snack Pack 5, for the follow. Thank you, I'm with Soup, for the follow. And thank you guys for staying a little bit during the raid. Who else came up in here today? And thank you, Bashwiser, for always coming in and getting the movie news that you can use. And we will see you guys
next week,
next Thursday
at 8 o'clock
p.m.
Detroit time,
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, I wish I was in Vegas.
All right, guys. I wish I was not in Vegas with like Florida or something like that. I mean,
yeah, just somewhere else.
Just like I don't have to go back to Vegas for a while. That's another. We're leaving. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna talk about this. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.